Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a case that is not only tragic, but also one of the most disturbing stories in true crime history. Most serial killers we talk about are grown men, but in this case, the killer was just 11 years old. Her name, Mary Bell. And in 1968, this young girl shocked the world when she murdered two innocent boys in Newcastle, England. Now, the big question is this: was Mary Bell born evil, or was she made into a killer by the world around her? Stick with me to the end, because the story you're about to hear will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about crime, childhood, and human nature. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and drop a comment below about your thoughts. I really want to know if you think Mary was truly responsible for her actions or just another victim of circumstance. The troubled childhood. To understand Mary Bell, we need to start at the beginning. She was born in Newcastle in 1957 to a teenage mother named Betty Bell. From the moment Mary entered the world, her life was filled with chaos and neglect. Her mother, Betty, was only 17 years old when she had Mary. She was said to be violent, unstable, and even abusive. Many people in the neighborhood claim that Betty never wanted Mary, and some even suggested that she tried to get rid of her as a baby. Mary grew up in extreme poverty, in an environment filled with alcohol, violence, and emotional trauma. According to reports, she was physically abused and exposed to things no child should ever have to experience. This background doesn't excuse what she did later, but it gives us a chilling look at how an innocent child's world can be twisted from the very start. The first murder, Martin Brown. It was May 25, 1968, the day after Mary Bell's 11th birthday. Mary and a friend were wandering the neighborhood when they came across a 4-year-old boy named Martin Brown. What happened next would forever change history. Mary strangled Martin to death inside an abandoned house. Imagine that for a second, an 11-year-old girl committing a murder. The police were baffled. At first, they thought Martin's death was some kind of accident, maybe even a fall. After all, who would ever suspect that a child could commit such an act? But this was just the beginning. The second murder, Brian Howe. Just 2 months later, in July 1968, Mary struck again. This time, the victim was a 3-year-old boy named Brian Howe. Mary lured him away and strangled him to death in a wasteland near her home. But what makes this murder even more chilling is the fact that she mutilated the body. Reports say she carved letters into Brian's skin and cut off parts of his hair. This wasn't just a violent act, it was calculated, disturbing, and showed that Mary was fully aware of the horror she was creating. Now the police knew something was very wrong. The arrest. After Brian Howe's death, suspicion grew around Mary. She was seen playing strange games, bragging about the murders, and even showing a disturbing lack of empathy. Eventually, the evidence pointed straight at her. Mary Bell was arrested, and during interrogation, her chilling demeanor shocked investigators. She denied responsibility at first, but the evidence was overwhelming. The trial. In December 1968, Mary Bell went on trial for the murders of Martin Brown and Brian Howe. The courtroom was stunned. Imagine it, an 11-year-old girl sitting in the defendant's chair, accused of killing not one, but 2 small children. The jury heard about her troubled past, her strange behavior, and the brutality of her crimes. In the end, she was found guilty of manslaughter on the grounds of diminished responsibility. Mary was sentenced to detention for an indefinite period, basically until authorities felt she was no longer a danger. Life after prison. Mary Bell served 12 years in custody. She was released in 1980 at the age of 23, and she was given a new identity to protect her from the public. She went on to live a quiet life, away from the spotlight. Later, she even had a daughter of her own, a daughter who didn't know her mother's true identity until the media exposed it. The case of Mary Bell continues to divide opinion to this day. Some see her as a child who was shaped by her abusive environment. Others see her as proof that some people are born with darkness inside them, no matter their age. Final thoughts. So, what do you think? Was Mary Bell a product of her upbringing, or was she simply born evil? This case forces us to confront some very uncomfortable questions about childhood, innocence, and justice. If you enjoyed this deep dive into true crime, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment, and I'd love to hear your opinion on Mary Bell's story. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.